Welcome to Blue Baron Carpet Cleaning Systems here in Lecanto, Florida. We've been very busy this year in 2025. We come out with the Economy 36. It has been very popular. Look how many we're getting in, and we have more to come. And we also sold another Compact 45. Here's one in blue that we're finishing up on. So this has been a very busy year. We've become very popular. We've 19 years building the finest truck mount in the industry. And we are factory direct. We're not like some of these other distributors that have gone out of business because they had pricing way too high. We understand the sensitivity of people's money and understanding the economy and understanding the marketplace. So I decided to come out with a unit that was economically driven as far as price, quality, and performance. And so the Economy 36 simplified unit has a smaller pod and has a smaller panel. Okay, that just goes with the pricing standard. But we also came out with a more extended. I had a customer that wanted an extended version, and it actually turned out to be a silver lining for an added feature. We'll call it, like, say, the Economy 36 Extended or XL, which is a bigger panel. It's got a little bit more to it. It's got the aviator throttle over here, whereas on the other units, they had it on the engine by its pod to the right of the key switch. So as you see, everything's about quality. All these units have quarter base frame laser cut. Very precision cut, beautifully displayed, and the way this is built and the way it's designed, it's very well organized. It's not just a bunch of hoses flopping around. There's other units out there. They go for like more than double the price of these units. And, so they don't get the high pressure too. A lot of them have to use the 3H and 4HT propane, dangerous propane heaters that at about 1,000 PSI, they end up blowing up. The copper tubing cannot take the pressure. The beauty of this unit is it can get over 2,000 pounds pressure very easily. And with the larger pumps that we use, the 5.5s, they can get up to close to 3,000 pounds. So as you can see, look where the heater is. Very easy to get to. Easy to unbolt and service at any time that you need to service it. But it'll go many, many hours. We've had people with the same belts. We use the COG belts. Good gripping power. No direct drive. None of that dangerous direct drive that can end up breaking or causing injury to yourself as well as your business. You don't need any delayed time in these times. You need to have reliability at the right price and with the quality in place. Nothing has changed. Since day one, we have used the same materials and the same high quality. Our beautiful silencer system just works really nice. As you can see, it's just a real handsome unit. And our pumping systems, we use the AR pump with our last step injection. We have a pressure regulator that adjusts your pressure, a water box with a automatic feedback for the circulatory system of your temperature regulation. And just everything is just so well built. We got a quarter, basically the 304 over here. We have the header, which very well put together, TIG welded header. There's no other header in the industry that matches what we do for engine headers. We go all out in what we do. We've got a passion for how we build our stuff, and the Access Point patented heat exchanger has been out for a number of years now, and it involves a parallel coil system which allows quick access to heat. A lot of these had helical wrap. There was layer upon layer where you would lose your heat on the outer layer. Well, we came up with the idea is why not heat all the areas of metal, all the spirals that are carrying the water to heat up at the same time. Well, what does that equate to? Steady heat. Higher heat, more commercial rated heat, higher heat, and best of all, you can run it at high pressure without the fear of having your unit blow up. So we have a lot of versatility, whereas people have turned to tile. This makes sense. It makes sense to have a unit with a heat exchanger that can take high pressure. So as you see, we can do it in any color. We have another compact series that's coming in black. So we have another order there. We have another one that just came in, and it's just like we've been really busy because, like I said, we've been doing this for so long. We've got a lot of testimonials. We're well known in the industry for our heat exchangers. We do the ProChem aftermarkets where they weren't able to get heaters anymore for those group of truck mounts. So we're there to fill the marketplace, help people out, and at a price they can afford, and not double the price. Like so many of these the people who sell these units, the distributors, are not factory, and that's why some other companies had just soon gone under because they couldn't compete with factory direct truck mount manufacturers. We have no distributors. We like to focus in on the customer and the customer's needs, and we do all the repairs here. We do everything here so that the customer can feel that reliability and that sense of security. And again, there's no louvered covers, so it's an open concept. It makes you, know that you don't have to try to wiggle off a louvered cover that traps in heat, that gives you early engine life and early component life, because you want air circulating across all the areas of this truck mount. I mean, look how well organized it is. We got an oil drain here for your engine, another one for a pump, the crankcase on your water pump. Everything is here with high pressured hoses, super high quality, close to 5,000 PSI rated hoses right here. These were 4,000 PSI. These are the ones that go to the back of your machine right here on your ball seat adapters, and they go straight into your tank. So, there's just, everything is considered for high pressure and high temperature, because you don't want any problems. You just want to run the machine and do your job and not have to have any downtime, because downtime costs you money. So here we are with the control panel. Now, again, this is the extended version. This is not the simplified original smaller version. There's a little bit of a price differential, but this you pay for what you get. But these frames are the same. I just wanted to say you could take a $45,000 machine and never have, or 35 or 45, and never have the quality plate work that we put out in our Blue Baron factory. And that's what makes us special. And that's why we've been still building for 19 years with a great reputation. So, you can see we got our last step injection acrylic flow meter, our metering valve, our hour time, and we also have a tachometer as well with water pressure system, HGs of vacuum lift that measures your vacuum, as well as your temperature, your aviator throttle, which can actually give you in between. When you have a T-throttle, you pull it out and it's just one or the other. It's either high or low. This can give you micro adjustments by just adjusting this right here. You got a switch here that controls your 12 volts to your accessory plug-in. So we can build multiple ports for a little bit extra. We could have 3 of them going all the way across. Okay, we just separately fuse them because they're all going to be separately fused. Just a lot of thought and time has come into these units. Over the period of years, we've maintained a steady level of quality, all stainless header. Vacuum pump will do well within 350 to 400 CFM. It's just everything is just here. Look at these ball seats down here. Everything's high pressure hoses. And important of all is that when this is rubbing down through or rubbing against each other or going through the cutouts of this frame, you're not having to worry about it wearing down. So we just put a lot of time into what we do, and we're very proud of it. And we fill the marketplace. People can afford our machines, but they trust our longevity. And they, like I said, we've been doing this for almost 20 years now. And we use high quality wired hard wall hoses with T-bolt clamps, okay, all stainless. We have alignment tools to align not only your blower and the angular adjustment as well as the pullback for your tension. And the same for your water pump. Okay, so we got pullbacks as well for that, is to simplify things and talk about simplicity. We use the same belts, BX30s through the entire, all three are the same size belts. So, that our whole idea was just to help out people. I've been 45 years in the business and I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a long time. I started around 1980. And then when I started my first janitorial business, got my first carpet cleaning machine, I started with a portable. I was very limited to the power of the portable. Slide-in units take you to a whole another level. That means you can get higher price, better quality work, drier carpets, cleaner carpets, and you can also name your price as well. So when you pull up to a customer's house or a commercial place and they see one of these machines, they know you're down to business. Okay, the other guys that got those little hodgepodge units that come in with hooking up the electrical cord and trying to empty the dirty water, and it's just very awkward having to use the person's electricity, the customer's electricity. With all of this, this will give you everything you need to do a great commercial job as well as residential. So look us up online at truckmountstore.com 24/7 and call us today at 727-505-2989, and we'll be sure to answer any of your questions. Thank you.